ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
जय राघव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 12, text number 27 and 28. Sakshakaat Atmano Mrityum Vijo Putro Pasrijatat Prapatyat Upashrutaya Ushutya मुक्तसङ्गः पदं हरे तक्षकात् आत्मनो मृत्युम् द्विजो पुत्रो परसिजितात् प्रपत्स्यत उपश्रुत्य मुक्तसङ्गः पदं हरे तक्षकात् by the snake bird, Atmana of his personal self, Mrityum death, Dvijaputra the son of a Brahmana, Upasarjitat being sent by, Prapatsyate having taken shelter of, Upashrutya after hearing, Mukta Sangha freed from all attachment, Padam position, Hare of the Lord. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. After hearing about his death, which will be caused by the bite of a snake bird sent by a son of a Brahmana, he will get himself freed from all material attachment and surrender unto the personality of Godhead, taking shelter of Him. Please repeat. After hearing about his death, which will be caused by the bite of a snake bird sent by a son of a Brahmana, he will get himself freed from all material attachment and surrender unto the personality of Godhead, taking shelter of Him. Purport. Material attachment and taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord go ill together. Material attachment means ignorance of transcendental happiness under the shelter of the Lord. Devotional service to the Lord while existing in the material world is a way to practice one's transcendental relation with the Lord. And when it is matured, one gets completely free from all material attachment and becomes competent to go back home, back to Godhead. Maharaj Parikshit, being especially attached to the Lord from the beginning of his body in the womb of his mother, was continuously under the shelter of the Lord, and the so-called warning of his death within 7 days from the date of the curse by the Brahmana son was a boon to him to enable him to prepare himself to go back home, back to God. Since he was always protected by the Lord, he could have avoided the effects of such a curse by the grace of the Lord. But he did not take such undue advantage for nothing. Rather, he made the best use of a bad bargain. For 7 days continuously, he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source, and thus he got shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord by that opportunity. We'll take the next one. Jigyasitatma yatharthyo Munir Vyasa Sutad Asau Hitvedam Nrupa Gangayam Yasyati Addak Kuto Bhayam Viginasyatma Yatharthyo Munir Vyasa Sutad Asau Hitvedam Nrupa Gangayam Yasyati Addakuto Bhayam. After inquiring about proper self-knowledge from the son of Vyasadeva, he will be a great philosopher. He will renounce all material attachment and achieve a life of fearlessness. Purport. Material knowledge means ignorance of the knowledge of one's own self. Philosophy means to seek after the right knowledge of one's own self, or the knowledge of self-realization. Without self-realization, philosophy is dry speculation or a waste of time and energy. Srimad Bhagavatam gives the right knowledge of one's own self, and by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, one can get free from material attachment and enter into the kingdom of fearlessness. This material world is fearfulness. Its prisoners are always fearful, as within a prison house. In the prison house, no one can violate the jail rules and regulations, and violating the rules means another term for extension of prison life. Similarly, we in this material existence are always fearful. This fearfulness is called anxiety. Everyone in the material life, in all species and varieties of life, is full of anxieties, either by breaking or without breaking the laws of nature. Liberation or mukti means getting relief from these constant anxieties. This is possible only when the anxiety is changed to the devotional service of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the chance to change the quality of anxiety from matter to spirit. This is done in the association of a learned philosopher like the self-realized Shukadeva Goswami, the great son of Sri Vyasadeva. Maharaj Parikshit, after receiving warning of his death, took advantage of this opportunity by association with Shukadeva Goswami and achieved the desired result. There is a sort of limitation of this reciting and hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam by professional men, and their foolish audience thinks that they will get free from the clutches of material attachment and attain the life of fearfulness. Such imitative hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam is a caricature only, and one should not be misled by such a performance of Bhagavatam Saptah undertaken by ridiculously greedy fellows to maintain an establishment of material enjoyment. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swaminiti Namine. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Akshakat Atmano Mrityum Dvijaputro Pasarijitat Tapatasyatya Ukshutya Mukta Sangha Padam Hare. After hearing about his death, which will be caused by the bite of a snake bird sent by a son of a Brahmana, he will get himself freed from all material attachment and surrender unto the personality of Godhead, taking shelter of him. Jigyasitatma yatharthyo muneravya sasutad asau Hitvedam rupa gangayam yasyati adha kuto vayam. After inquiring about proper self-knowledge from the son of Vyasadeva, who will be a great philosopher, he will renounce all material attachment and achieve a life of fearfulness. So now the Brahmanas are telling about how he is going to end his life, meaning this is the pastimes on this planet. You can see that how advanced the science was there at that time. They could tell when the child is just born, they are telling that how he is going to leave his body. They know about Takshak. The name itself is there. The Brahmanas know that a snake called Takshak will come and finish his journey here. So they know everything that he will learn from Mune. Who's this Mune? Vyasa Sutta, the son of Vyasadeva, Shukadeva Goswami. Where? Even that is told, the place, the time, the reason, the cause. Gangayam, on the bank of the Ganga. And then what will happen? He'll have Adha Akutaha Bhayam. Adha, directly the life of fearfulness. fearlessness. That is the biggest boon a person can get. Suppose we become totally fearless, then can there be any problem for a person who is fearless? There is no problem whatsoever. Whatever the situation, it's not that we are all partial fearful. Some, Prabhupada of course says that everybody is totally fearful. That's true. But the devotees who have surrendered to serving Krishna, most of them are partially fearful. They're generally fearless, but sometimes they are fearful. Because even for example, this I read many times and I heard that you live in an ashram and everything, but still you are having anxiety. Okay, Prabhu, what about our security? Something like that. And so when Prabhupada started this movement, at that time, that was I would say the period when almost all the devotees who joined were fearless, because they just simply shaved their heads and just joined, and they were totally fearless. Whatever Prabhupada said, they were just doing it. But you can see now the history, over the period of time, things started changing. Now, it is so difficult. I'm so happy to see these two devotees here dedicating their life. Of course, one is with us already, but the point is that, very few. How many? I think the number of devotees who were in ashram at that time in one temple, I think maybe in the whole America now, put together. Real dedicated, full time, nothing else, no jobs or. This is because of the fear of that only, fear of what will happen. Generally, of the four things, eating, mating, sleeping, three are taken care of. The fourth one is the most not so much taken care of, is the defending. Defending is the place where when even I was hearing one class where all this monkey army of Sri Ram, they're all looking for Sita. Ram says, "Oh, Hanumanji is there with them," and they go into the forest and start looking for Sita. And then some places come where now they have to enter some unknown place. So they hesitate. At that time, Hanumanji is not with them, Then Hanumanji comes and he says, "What's going on? Why you guys are not going in?" So one of them, says, "But Prabhu, we don't know what is behind that. So little worry." So Hanumanji, of course, is a perfect devotee. So he immediately says, "When you have taken shelter of Sri Ram, you're still afraid? Get lost. Forget about the shelter. Don't tell anybody that you are in the shelter. Simply go. Why you have to think about even, that something will happen or all that. Or don't say that you are Ram Bhakta or something. Say only one thing at a time. The same way, in the same class, that Prabhu was telling the same thing that, we have these things now, and now people start thinking about what will happen and all that. So anybody, you take the birds or the animals or birds and all are always, Prabhupada gave that example, is look at a bird, always restless, looking here, there, all the time. Why? Because of the fear. What is there to look? You go on that road every day, you sit on the tree every day. So same way, when it comes to us, okay, now first you need a house to secure yourself. Then the moment you go to the house, now we are going into the new house and people are already telling us, first you should install the security system. Anybody you meet, he says, "Oh, you must have a security system there." Even I think the neighbors came and said, "It's a nice area, safe area, but you still install the security system." So because this is that shows that we are in the situation, and here Parikshit Maharaj. Now you can imagine he knows. Of course, he was so small, he might not be knowing, but his people know that he is going to end his life like that. But nobody told him about that. Looks like, because it's not mentioned any time. It comes to him as a surprise, right? And that's a good thing. A lot of time people ask, can we know our future? So the general answer should be, why? Let the future reveal to you. If you know already your future, then you can live in, like people said, why can't I remember my past life? It would have been easier. But actually, it's the other way around. It would have been horrible if you know the past life, because that's why we are having the problems, whatever we are having, because of the past life. And then why you want to know? So it's like, ultimately we have to understand from personality like Parikshit Maharaj that come what may, just don't get scared of anything. And that's what he did. And it's already predicted that he will do that. So it's nice, this kind of thing. Another thing from these two purports I understood was that somebody may conclude that only after he got the curse, he became dependent on the Lord. Because it says, he will be like that. But the purport Prabhupada says that right in the womb of the mother, he was a devotee. Right from there only, he was having all this training going on. So it was easy for him. For all of us here, it was not easy because we came from different backgrounds, like some were not even knowing there's something called self-realization, or Krishna, or personality, supreme personality of Godhead and all that. We are supposed to go back to Godhead. Very few even knew that, Forget about achieving that. But because of the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we got this wonderful opportunity. And of course, Prabhupada talks about the professional thing. That is his favorite subject matter. Wherever he gets a chance, he just bang. Professional reciter. He says Bhagavatam Saptah, undertaken by ridiculously greedy fellows. Which is true. They are ridiculously greedy. They set up, if the more popular they are, the more demand they have of Lakshmi and audience and plays and video and TV channels and all that. Okay, I'd like to stop here. Thank you very much. If any question, comment. Yeah.
Saying in the purport that we should be fearful of anything which is done of Krishna. But does that necessarily mean that we shouldn't prepare for things that may happen in the material world, because in one sense we're not necessarily exempt from the reactions in the material world? For example, we can get sick, or people can physically attack us in some type of way. So in one sense we do kind of Krishna, but we can also in another sense that we prepare for these things that may come towards us.
Yeah, being prepared is not necessarily fear. Uncertainty, you can say. You can be prepared for the uncertainty. Okay. But to live, okay, for example, if you don't have insurance, there are people having insurance, people not having insurance. So according to what you are saying, those who are not having insurance are always fear. But in material world, unfortunately, that's not so. Even those having insurance in the same category, because they even don't depend on the insurance. They know that if I get this, then insurance company may also not pay or this or that. So everybody is in that situation. And as far as your question that yes, we should be prepared, yes, there's a prevention. Like, for example, some cockroach comes in the temple. Okay. So what do? One is to chase each cockroach and kill him. Other is to keep the temple clean so that the cockroach doesn't come. Because cockroach, how the cockroach come? Only where there is some problem, dirt. That's what Prabhupada's instructions. He says, and that is why in the beginning, if you see the thing has been brought in by Prabhupada about cleanliness. That he says, if you keep it clean, then chances of cockroach coming are much less. Maybe someone may fly from somewhere. That's okay. But so same way, you have to prepare. Yes, why not? You prepare yourself, but that doesn't mean that you use all your time in only that and not do what you're supposed to be doing because no, first let me take care of this. Then like most of the people say, I'll come to the temple, let me settle down all my issues. Then I'm free, then I will come. Like somebody brought his father who's retired, 70-year-old and all that, done everything. And then he says, Swamiji, I want to give my father to you, to the temple. And Prabhupada didn't say anything. Then he asked, he was talking to his disciples, and he says, what do I do with this old man? He can't do anything. He can't lift a bucket of water, and what service can he do? And then people try to do something like that, like, okay, now because he's useless at home, so give it to temple. So temple in a many ways is a dumping ground, people, their TVs and cars and this and that, fridge and whatever they cannot use. That's the worst thing one can do to Krishna. Because I cannot use it, you can use for Krishna.
Charity is sacrifice. Charity is things you don't want.
Yeah. Right, absolutely. Yeah, it's a nice point, nice quote.
Then there was so many times, for example, like people have these bags and bags of old clothes, old tires, holes in tires.
They come all the time to restaurant and ask, can we give some old things, like, why not give something new? Come on. Moment that is new, they say, can you sell it for us? It's brand new. But please, if you can sell it for us, that will be great. No, I see. It's not that, okay, you are fearless, so now you walk in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I'm fearless. No fear. Let the car run over me. Yeah. Like in Mayapur, every year, now it's not so much I heard, but I remember when we used to go regularly, every year somebody will go in the Ganga,
Yeah.
So our Guru Maharaj gave that one class and he says, don't think that, okay, you come to Dham now, okay, everything is like, he says, because your body is now meant for serving Krishna, and then he says you're taking away that service by getting rid of your body, but simply, you're on the third floor and you say, I'm fearless and jump out of the window. And Krishna will protect me.
Yeah.
That is stupidity.
Yeah. Then over the books, they're saying like when they're younger, they would eat whatever, do whatever they want, and they're not really take care of their health.
Yeah.
Now they're definitely
No. See, the thing is,
like Christian things that you're nursing, you don't really have to do anything.
they forget that one saying that you have to do something to keep your body and soul together. Right? The body and soul together means body has to be a healthy body. Then the soul can be together, right? So we sometimes go from one extreme to the other extreme. Okay. Very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.